Hello, good morning. My name is Rob Stone. I'm the Division Director for Civil, Mechanical, and Manufacturing Innovation, and would like to welcome you to the Career Workshop virtually. So I will walk through really quick an overview of CMMI. Sort of some key points that I hope you take away from this is, you see that our sort of support, we're really here to support core research in advanced manufacturing, dynamics, controls, and cognition, mechanics and engineering materials, engineering for civil infrastructure, and operations and design. And so one of the key things there you'll note is there's a lot of ampersands, right? So we really are sort of the division of and. So if things that go together and sort of have a bit of an interdisciplinary nature often fit here. And as you're preparing your research proposals, we hope that you do sort of from the get-go make an appointment with the program director so that you make sure that the fit is right for the program that you're submitting to. And then finally, I hope that you consider your program director as a piece or an element of your broader mentoring network so that you can reach out to them and sort of get their opinion on sort of research matters and integrate that. So next, all right, so now we'll break into the various clusters that we have in CMMI and that contain all of our various programs, and we'll start with advanced manufacturing. The slide you see in front of you shows up at the top of it sort of a word cloud that we formed a few years ago from just looking through titles of the awards that the program made over several years. So it gives you a bit of a flavor of the types of advanced manufacturing topics that fit here. Near the bottom, we list all 5 of our current program directors, starting with Andy Wells, Kershid Cooper, Bruce Kramer, Tom Quiche, and Kevin Chow. So you can now hopefully maybe put a name and a face together and reach out to these to talk about your career ideas and project ideas. Next we have Dynamics, Controls, and Cognition, which actually consists of 2 programs, the Dynamics, Controls, and System Diagnostics, and Irina Dolinskaya, Robert Landers, and Jordan Berg are the program directors there. And then Bob Scheidt, who manages the Mind, Machine, and Motor Nexus, or M3X program. And again, same as before, sort of some keywords from award titles over the past 4 or 5 years in the bottom piece of this. Our third cluster is Engineering for Civil Infrastructure. It's managed by a team of program directors. They are Joy Pauschke, Shalar Oske, and Giovanna Biscontin. This cluster really looks at the built-in infrastructure. And so that's anything from the structural aspect to building materials to geotechnical concerns, as well as sort of addressing sort of our portfolio of natural hazards type issues that CMMI manages as well. Fourth cluster here is Mechanics and Engineering Materials. And so it is composed of 2 sort of related but very different programs. Laurel Cuxhouse is our biomechanics and mechanobiology program director, and this is more on the bio side of things. And then Sadiq Kidwa and Nakia Goldburn are on the mechanics, materials, and structures program as well. Same thing below, there's some example titles. The unifying theme of this cluster is its mechanics, whether that be of inorganic or mechanic materials as separated by the 2 programs. Fifth cluster is Operations and Design. This is a collection of 4 programs. Georgia Ann Klucke leads our Operations Engineering program. Yu Fan leads the Civil Infrastructure Systems. Walt Peacock leads the Humans, Disasters, and the Built Environment program. And then Catherine Yavelkoff is our Engineering Design and Systems Engineering program director. And she's coming on board full-time in just a couple of months. So again, this cluster does a lot from design to optimization to sort of systems level perspective on problems. Now I'd like to remind everyone of our newest program in CMMI. It's the Foundational Research in Robotics, or Robotics for short. It began sort of its life for real in 2020 and it is currently managed as part of our design, control, and cognition cluster. This is a program that's shared between engineering and the SIZE directorate, and you see there the program director contacts for the various divisions across engineering and SIZE, and within CMMI, that's going to be Jordan Berg, Irina Dolinskaya, Robert Landers, Sadiq Kidwa, and Robert Scheit as well. So, and this is really, it's sort of unique in the sense that two directorates are sharing this program, and so it's irregardless of whether you're coming more from a computer science background or a mechanical engineering background or an electrical engineering background or whatever. If you're doing robotics work, this is the program for you, and it you no longer have to contort anything to sort of fit in one of the other core programs. And finally, I'll end up with the program officers that we'll call the integrators. These folks have responsibilities beyond a single program. I'll start first with Bruce Kramer, who, in addition to advanced manufacturing expertise, is a senior advisor on a number of issues in CMMI. Jack Mazzaros, our science and technology advisor for natural hazards. Joe Culbertson, our program manager for integrated programs. These are things like the MRI, the CSSI, the CS&D sort of solicitations, a lot of computational things that are cross-cutting across the agency. And then we have a team of analysts, Jesus Veldo, Greg Formosa, Joy Miner, are doing duty on that help us to be able to make some data-driven decisions now. And then finally, Alexis Lewis, she is our Deputy Division Director, and myself as Division Director of CMMI. I hope this has been a useful presentation for you in terms of orienting you to the types of programs and helping you put some faces with the names of our program directors and give you a start at sort of reaching out to them. So thanks again, and look forward to seeing you in our proposal list and as future panelists as well. Thanks.